If you want your voice to sound as good as it possibly can do when you're presenting, slow it down. A lot of us will tend to gabble when we're nervous. We tend to get speed up and it tends to turn into one great long sort of thought with no great sentence or structure or punctuation, and it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and we get higher and higher and higher. And actually it's quite hard to listen to, and you'll end up out of breath. A really useful technique, if you have a tendency to gabble or rush when you're presenting, is what I call chunking. And the easiest way to explain it is to demonstrate it. Chunking is where you're breaking your sentences up. You're breaking them up into the constituent phrases or clauses. And every time there might be a comma or a semicolon, you pause. And that pause is really useful. It gives your brain time to think, where am I going next? And perhaps more importantly, it gives your audience's brains a chance to process what they've just heard. You can even use a little pause for emphasis after really important words that you want people to remember, and then you bring your sentence to a close. Now, it's not that I am talking slowly. My speech is actually at a fairly normal pace, but I'm adding in those pauses. I'm chunking up the sentences. Now, a lot of people say that makes me sound like a politician. There's a very good reason for that. It's because politicians are trained in it. The technique has different names, but they're trained in it for public speaking and also for media interviews. So if you know that you tend to gabble, practice chunking. It takes practice. It's actually not that easy to do. It feels very unnatural, and most people rush the pauses. The pauses can be far longer than you expect. And in fact, they make you sound really confident, because I've got all the time in the world. I don't have to rush. So nor do you. Try it.